Okay, let's go. Let's go. Jaoquin Buckley is back, facing off against Russia's very own Albert Duraev. So, in case you guys weren't watching the pre-fight press conferences, apparently Albert Duraev and Joaquin Buckley were training together for a few weeks. And the funny thing is, usually when we get training stories, it's like, he said, she said. It's like, one guy's like, oh, I kicked his ass. And then the next guy comes out and he's like, no, I kicked his ass. What is he talking about? But interestingly enough, their derived stories and Buckley stories actually matched up pretty well together. Derive's like, yeah, I wrecked him in whenever we would like train together or like do sparring or whatever. Like I just wrecked him. And then Buckley's like, yeah, he's pretty good at what he's good at. Like I'm like, wow, he's actually acknowledging that he kind of got like held down. So it sounds like, but what Buckley actually said is he's good at what he's good at, but we started in bad positions. So when I was in a bad position, he was able to hold me down, which is like, okay, is Duraev like I hope he's been working on that because Duraev could easily get into like mount or side control or half guard or full guard. But Buckley's like, but also I train differently than how I fight, which is completely fair. But it is just funny. So basically, we all know Buckley had that explosive viral knockout over Impa Kasanganai. He's, god damn it, DC's like saying exactly what I'm saying. And then he's had some ups and downs. He's had some really good performances against like Arroyo, against what's that one guy's name? The Beverly Hills Ninja. For some reason I remember his nickname, but I forgot his actual name. A couple of knockouts, and then his last fight I thought he lost. He fought against Sadiq Al Hassan, and he just tried to wrestle the entire time. I thought he lost it 2 rounds to 1. Wow, he just landed a head kick on Duraev. I am not like doing a good job of actually watching this fight. He just landed a head kick in and actually wobbled Duraev. So basically, and then if we're talking about Duraev, he had a really good performance in the UFC. His last performance was against this like young Russian guy making his UFC debut. Held him down in the first round, was able to like just sat in his guard, like trying to throw ground and pound. Then in the second round, had a little bit more trouble, and then in the third round, gassed out completely and almost got knocked out. So, you know, it's like, is he really going to be able to hold Buckley down? Like, really, the question is, there's two questions in this fight. Can Duraev survive Buckley's power and get him to the ground? And then if that question is yes, then the second question just becomes who's going to gas out first? Is Duraev going to gas out first and Buckley's going to be able to get up and finish him on the ground? Or is Buckley just going to gas out first and Duraev is going to be unable to hold him down? So far, we've just had them strike. We've just seen them striking. Duraev went for a quick takedown and it got stopped pretty easily. And it just looks like Duraev has absolutely nothing for Buckley on the feet. He did just land a really good head kick, though, so I shouldn't talk too soon. Duraev just landed a good head kick, and Buckley did get knocked out by a head kick against that Russian guy, or the Italian guy, De Chirico, who then got knocked out by a head kick against Sadiq Al Hassan, and Buckley beat Sadiq Al Hassan. So there you go, MMA math for you. This is a middleweight bout. These guys both look undersized. Duraev looks tired already. Holy shit. But Buckley's left eye is cut. I think he's cut like on his nose there. Like on the inside of his nose. I hear a lot about how Buckley's an undersized middleweight. I don't know. He looks good. Like, he might be undersized, but he's just fast. I don't know how good his cardio is going to be. I also don't think he is the greatest striking IQ. Like, I think a lot of the times his entries are kind of bad. and he just blitzes forward, throwing overhand bombs, hoping that they're going to connect. Um, I mean, I guess official prediction, I would probably pick Buckley to win this, just because we've seen Duraev fight against a striker before, and even when he got the takedowns, his ground and pound wasn't good enough to finish it, and then he ended up gassing out. He gassed out while doing what he wanted to do, which is like being on top. Like he's supposed to be the wrestler. We've also seen Buckley wrestle before. I mean, he wrestled a Sadiq Al Hassan to a decision. Granted, I thought he lost that decision, but the judges gave it to him. Um, Buckley's finishing a lot of his combinations with high kicks, which I don't know if that's a great idea. He should just finish combinations with something that's not A, an energy burner, and B, something that's actually likely to land. I mean, he caught Duraev pretty early on with a head kick, so I guess he, like, has a taste of success and wants to keep going back to it, but it's just such a low yield kick. God, your Duraev has done nothing this fight. He did land a kick to Buckley's head that actually I think that's why Buckley's bleeding. Buckley's bleeding out of like his temple and his eye there. Oh my god, I'm getting an ad? What the hell? I need to see these corners. I don't even like this ad. It's about some kind of credit card or something. Anyway, the fights have been great so far tonight. Ismagulov versus Guram. Oh, I think that was a robbery, but whatever. What can you do? Oh my god, these commercials are so cringy. Are these like supposed to be comedians? It's like a Little Caesars commercial of like fat middle-aged men with their kids skipping pizza on a lake. What the fuck? Oh my god, dude, Saryukin versus Gamrot is gonna be so good. That fight's gonna be crazy. Also, that poster is horrible pictures of both of them. Both look fat and old in that picture. What the hell? Did they put them through some kind of like filter? Alright, Gurum's pressuring way more in this round. And I think that's a good idea because Buckley usually blitzes in. I gotta hand it to Duraev. Oh, Duraev's like slipping a lot on this mat. And his takedown attempts are not even getting close. Oh, God, dude. Buckley needs to just tighten up his shit. He keeps throwing these huge shots. Like, that's great if you keep getting knockouts, but you're just not getting knockouts anymore. Like, his last three fights, I'm pretty sure were Alessio Di Chirico and Abdul Razak El Hassan, both of which he looked bad against, in my opinion. Wow. Buckley's lead leg is just like his wrestling defense. Just like lifted up his lead leg to like hit Duraev in the head as he's ducking in. Man, Buckley's takedown defense is so fucking impressive to me. It's actually so impressive. It was like he did a really good job of scrambling here. Now he's up against the cage. It looks like he's gonna get taken down, and he did. But we'll see what he can do. I mean, the guy's so explosive. He's got butterfly hooks in. Duraev's trying to wrap the legs, but he's not even. Buckley's posting up. We'll see if he can stand up from here. Nice. Digs an underhook, and he does stand up. Duraev threw a good knee to the body from the clinch, but Buckley broke the clinch. Man, and he was able to stand up so easily. Holy shit, dude. Duraev's left eye is completely swollen up. This is like in Punch Out when you like hit the person, they go to their second phase of animation. Buckley should be able to finish him, man. He really should be able to. Oh, yeah, left hand over the top. Almost need Duraev in the fucking face when he's on the ground. Almost need him in the face. Buckley's going for the KO. He's going for the highlight reel finish. Dude, I gotta hand it to Buckley, man. Like, I don't think he's the best striker. I don't think he's ever going to be the best striker just due to, like, his explosive style. But his takedown defense has looked stellar in this fight. Even when he got actually taken down, he was able to stand up so easily. But also, I gotta hand it to Duraev. Like, the guy doesn't really have a chin, and his striking is trash. And I also haven't seen too much wrestling from him. but there is a but. The guy's tough, and he keeps coming forward. I mean, his face looks like a steak right now. Like, he just got jabbed in the face, knocked down, and he was able to take Buckley to the ground. Buckley's starting to look really tired. Dominic Cruz is saying that he can't see out of his eye. I mean, but he doesn't need to see if he's just on top of Buckley. Looks really tired right now. Duraev has Buckley's legs between his legs. Okay. Man, Duraev's looking... Like, I noticed Duraev's ground and pound is honestly not very good, but it looks like his positional control in this weird position where Buckley's, like, sitting up on the fence is actually, like, super impressive. Wow. Buckley literally just gets a body lock and then muscles his way up. His center of gravity was way too high on Buckley. Like, when you're sitting on top of your opponent, they can pretty much control you. If you're, like, sitting on them like that. Oh, shit. Gotta refresh the page. Okay, here we go. We're back. They're both tired. They're both getting really tired. But, I mean, if you just factor in the damage. God, dude, Buckley needs to tighten up his shit. He's, like, throwing flying switch kicks from across the cage when they're not even close. Oh, my God. Buckley needs to stop showboating. He could have finished Duraev there. With, like, 5 seconds left of the fight, or of the round, he's like, come on, come on, come on. Throws, like, a jab and then really hard, like, lunging left hook. Oh, it was a punch that hit Duraev in the face. I thought it was some kind of knee that Buckley got. I mean, Duraev is down 2 rounds. This is not good. Yeah. I mean, if Duraev... At this point, like, Duraev, really, all he can do is, like, win a round. He can't even... In my opinion, he can't even do more than that. I don't think he has enough energy left to finish Buckley on the ground. I think he's too tired to catch Buckley in a submission. I mean, that can always happen, don't get me wrong. But it's just so unlikely. All right, round 3. The crowd in Houston is loving it. They're bringing in the doctor. They're asking if you can see. Dude, his eye is swollen. Oh my God. No, they just called the fight off. God, dude. Buckley is just a little ball of muscle. Holy shit. I mean, I think his striking is improving, but goddamn, like, there's definitely a ceiling to his style. He is a fun, exciting fighter, though. Round 2 finish. Technical stoppage. And he didn't have that guy from Dust survival defense training. Yeah, early in the round, Buckley landed a really nice left high kick. I mean, Buckley just manhandled in that fight. Duraev like couldn't really do shit to him. Oh yeah, Buckley landed a super nice left straight hand, which caught Duraev right on the eye, and I think they're saying that's what swelled it up. Man, good performance from Buckley. That was impressive.